Welcome to this first video in the Adventures in 3D series, which will hopefully try and answer the question I get asked loads at school, which is how can I get started creating my own 3D games without spending a penny on expensive software? So how can we use freely available software to create, design and publish your own 3D games? The end result will be hopefully that rather than throwing your time and your money down the toilet playing other people's games, you'll be equipped either yourself to learn all 5 skills of game design or working with a group of your friends to share those 5 skills out to use free software to create and play and publish your own games. So I've said 5 different skills. I'm suggesting 5 different free pieces of software. All of the links to these pieces of software you'll see on the comments section of this video or on the blog post that will accompany it. So let's get started. The first piece of free software is Blender. It's ridiculously powerful, completely free, but it is it's quite a steep learning curve, which means it's infuriating when you get started. But once you've got started, it's an amazing piece of software to start with some simple shapes and turn them into some pretty amazing 3D assets that you can then export into your games. So the second piece of software that we'll use is Unity. So we'll be able to drag and drop the 3D models that you've created in Blender along with other 3D models that you might download from the internet and combine your whole game together so that you can play it on a PC or you can export it onto a mobile device or anything like that. So that's the second piece of software is Unity. Third piece of software is to be able to create the textures and graphics that we'll see in both Unity and Blender. Now, I'm a big fan of Photoshop, but Photoshop is expensive, so we're going to use GIMP, G-I-M-P, for all of the graphics editing. And it is pretty powerful. Again, it's completely free, but almost everything you can do in Photoshop you can do in GIMP. Okay. So the fourth piece of software we're going to be using is Audacity, which will let you record sound, edit sound and export sound so that again you can put it into your game in Unity. And the final piece of the puzzle is Visual Studio, which you can download, which lets you write the code to actually control how your game behaves. So each of these pieces of software involve different skills. Like I said at the start, it's either you try and learn all 5 of them or team up with your friends to try and make your own student production, game production company where you share those skills amongst yourselves. Over the next sort of series of videos, I'll try and start from the beginning level and talk you through how to get started in each of these programs to design and create and publish your own mini game. Bear in mind that each year there's all sorts of different game design competitions, so I'll put a link as well up to the Bafta Young Game Designers competition. You can win some pretty impressive prizes either for a game idea or hopefully to create and publish a finished game as well. Okay, thanks very much for watching and I hope this mini-series is going to be useful in getting you started creating your games. When you make a fortune, do remember me and I'd look forward to seeing the games that you create.